hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. Because I remember when I got online, I was crazy scared. And so I was a master offline. And that's what we're going to talk about. A master recruiter offline. I can talk to anybody offline, and I'm going to give you what you can say so you can learn how to start conversations, so you can learn how to build relationships offline, right? Because Lord forbid they start charging for social media, right? And some people are going to be SOL. And so you don't want to be in that situation. You'll be like, it doesn't matter to me. I can do it offline, online. I'm a double threat. I'm a double threat. I'm a double threat. I'm a double threat. And so that's how I feel. So now being a double threat, I say, you know what? More people need to learn how you can build those relationships. So I'm going to tell you more about how you can do that. I'm actually going to give you some scripts and all the things. Say thank you, Jerusha. You're welcome. I love you too. All right. So first of all, we got to understand that everything is going to come down to numbers. Everything is going to come down to numbers. Yes, on Facebook. Thank you so much. A pretty person always helps me out on Facebook. Put it in the comments. Yes, put it in the comments when you learn something of great value. Obviously, share, because when I share like this, you share. That's how we change the world. And so if you're joining me for the first time, you're like a newbie. You're like, Jerusha, girl, I'm a newbie. Put newbie in the comments below. Let me know that you are a newbie to me. So let me tell you who I am. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach. I help women start a business in my organization or build their current businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threats. Oh, Miss Tisha is a newbie to me. Hey, Miss Tisha. So she's a newbie to me. And so I want to be able to help you move your businesses further or start a business. But it all starts with talking to the peoples. It's talking to a lot of people, because you don't know who's open to your service. You don't know who's open to your opportunity yet. You don't know who's open to your product yet until you start talking, right? And so you've got to learn how to communicate effectively to get the results that you want, okay? And we all can do it. Everybody here, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. So today I want you to remove the fear of inadequacy. Remove the fear, okay? We feel we are not good enough sometimes. We feel we're not small enough. We're not smart enough. You're everything you're supposed to be. You already have it in you. Now you need to perfect the skills. And so I'm going to give you things that I did offline, and I perfected it over and over and over, building my client base, building my team, meeting people face to face every single day. So say this with me. I am in a conscious state of attracting all the good that I deserve and I desire. A pretty person is going to put that in the comments on Instagram, put that in the comments on TikTok. I'm going to say it again. I am in a conscious state of attracting all the good that I deserve and I desire. Every day, you got to have some affirmation. You got to have something that pumps you up. I always say, I'm a great woman of great power and influence. When I'm getting ready to speak, I'm saying, I am a woman of great power and influence. So I often say, I am in a conscious state of attracting all the good that I deserve and I desire. I'm always attracting those people. And so you deserve to be a top leader in your industry. So if you're in network marketing and direct sales, you deserve to be number one. Okay? You deserve. A good leader has vision. A great leader gives vision. So if you have a team of people, you got to share the vision, write the vision, make it plain. Tell them where you're going. Tell your team where you're going in the next 5 months. Share the vision and make it plain. I'm developing 100 online leaders in my organization. I'm constantly reminding my team, my organization, this is where we're going. This is where we're going. So a great leader has vision, but a good leader has vision, but a great leader gives vision. And so you got to make sure that you're giving vision to people. So it gives them hope that they can do it too. And they want to go with you. No one wants to get left behind. Do you want to get left behind? You do not. And so you got to make sure that you share where you're going. And so a part of growing a team It's recruiting other people, sharing your opportunity, growing your organization. But if you don't want to talk to people, Houston, we have a problem. If you don't want to share what you have, Houston, we have a problem. Okay. You attract who you are. Okay. So you got to get in the habit of attracting your people. Your actions creates transactions. Your actions create transactions. And so my action offline was meeting women, sharp women, professional women at networking events, out and about, wherever I saw someone that I wanted to start talking to, or at least try to get to know, I am talking to her. Those are my actions, okay? In me doing that action, guess what happens? Transactions. We exchange phone numbers, right? We connect online on social media. A transaction happens after I act, not before. Make sense? Yes or yes? And so just so you know, I can recruit face-to-face and offline. And so this is the thing. I know as children, we're taught not to speak to strangers. Stranger danger, stranger danger. I even taught my children the same thing. You don't talk to strangers. You don't talk to strangers. Don't talk to strangers. And now as adults, guess what? We still are afraid to talk to strangers. But guess what? Your friends were once strangers. Okay? And so guess what? You've got to meet people. That's the only way you got to do it, right? So you got to change that childhood mentality of stranger danger. No, there are great people in the world. Imagine if you would have talked to me and I'm on your team or I'm in your business. See, but you didn't talk to me. The person that talked to me, bam, I was like, yes, what do I need to do? I'm ready. I'm open to financial freedom. I'm open to time freedom. I'm open. So you got to say, you know what? I don't know her circumstances, and I was doing well in my corporate job at CNN News. So my background is radio and television. My degrees are in communications and public relations. I wasn't looking like, having to have a job like that. I had the qualifications for my job. And so I was never that person. Even in college, I was on a radio show. I did the news my sophomore year. So I was always preparing for that. And so I was very confident in what I was doing. I could always find a job. And so when she asked me, it was just the timing. I needed time freedom. That was it. And I was open. So you got to talk to everybody. You don't know when life is going to change for her. I had the job I wanted, right? But I changed. Life changed. My son changed. Things changed. So you got to erase that stranger danger mentality. And so I mastered recruiting offline. So at that time, let's just say 5 years ago, 10 years ago, everybody was pretty much offline. Social media, you were on it, but not building a business like this, right? Everybody, 100%, I can build my business online. Before, I didn't know what I was doing. Now it's so relevant. Everybody's doing it. So let's just say 5-10 years ago, when you were mostly offline, home parties, meetings, office meeting. When I had an office here in Atlanta, that's where I would meet clients and potential prospects. And so I was meeting so many people. I had an office with some top leaders. And one year I shared and recruited the most people in my entire company, in my organization. And I was crowned the number one person. And I was in front of 15,000 people on stage, roses, a real crown. I got a citrine diamond ring wearing 10 carats with 76 small diamonds around it. I got a chance to speak in front of 15,000 people. I had on my beautiful gown because what else would I wear? And I waved to the paparazzi. And on each staircase, there was a man in a black tuxedo, white gloves. He's like, congratulations. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. And all I did was share the opportunity. So that's how I know you can do it too. I'm not like this special person. Anybody can do it. You can do it. So I'm going to teach you kind of what I would say when I'm meeting people. And of course, if you want more of this, I teach a course that's called the 3-Day Ride. You can jump into my course. The link is in the bio, 3-Day Ride, and you can go deeper with me. But today I'm going to show you or tell you more about how I met those people out and about, 100% out and about at that time. Okay. And so I teach how that's possible. Now, I'm not afraid of strangers. Like, I'm not afraid of her because she steps in her pantyhose one leg at a time, just like me. And so she just like me. So I'm actually not afraid to talk to her. Is it intimidating? Yes. Are you a little nervous? Yes. But I'm not afraid of her. So those are two different things, right? So we say hello to people in the store. We say, oh, that's a pretty dress. So I'm not afraid to talk and start conversations. And so if that's you, you're like, oh my gosh, I would never say you have on a pretty dress. I would never say you have on lovely shoes. And then we might have a little problem, because that's where you should start to help yourself talking to strangers. So here's your exercise. If you are completely afraid of just saying, I like your shoes, you should try that. Okay. If you love her hair, just say, oh, I love your hair. Just try it. Okay. So we're going to get you talking to strangers, just warming up, right? Or you know what? If you're in a different area, hey, I was wondering, my husband and I were going to go to dinner. What's a great restaurant around here? Just talk. Or, hey, I'm late for an appointment. Can you tell me what time it is? My cell phone died. And then she tell you what time it is. Whatever. Just get yourself talking to somebody you don't know. Just say anything, right? Hey, is there a Nordstrom's around here? I'm not from the area. And then she's going, oh my gosh, yes, Nordstrom. It's right down the street. It's da 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 da. So, and this, get the information and walk off. Just start there first, warming yourself up so you can have real conversations later. Okay. And so I used to give this exercise to my organization of women and say, just practice. When you're out and about, practice. And that's how you practice talking to someone, just saying anything to them, so you can start building that confidence, because it is going to take a lot of confidence for you to do it this way. If you're the person and you're saying, I'm only online, I get it. I do it online as well. But if you're the person that want to learn both, I got you. Okay. Now, this is what I need you to understand. If you're saying, I can't meet strangers, Jerusha, I can't do it, then you can't. Don't worry about it. If you're saying, I can learn to meet strangers, then you can.